This video is intended for a general audience and is not specifically directed to children. This video is intended for all ages. Hey, how's it hanging, guys? It is Eric here, and if you've been riding along with me on my new Johnny Test hype train, then sit down. We've got a few things to go through. So what we have here is a 10-second long demo reel. There is no audio released yet to the public, so we're gonna have to wait for that. So when I first watched this reel, I see Johnny and Dookie in the yard. Dookie backflips out of the window, which is then followed by what seems to be an explosion from an unknown source. And I'm not sure what those green bars above their heads are, so two theories could be their life bars or an animation sequence. But then Dookie seems to get blasted and seems to disappear, and the bar turns red and says eliminated, so it's pretty safe to assume it's a life bar. And also in this scene, Johnny's holding some kind of a blaster ray, and I'm not sure what that is. I don't really recall seeing any ray looking like that in the initial series, so new inventions are on their way. And I believe there is a third person in this scene. There is a laser beam coming from the window behind Dookie. Up next, we have Johnny battling with a lagoon monster in downtown Porkbilly. I kinda made a theory in my last video in regards to the glove Johnny is wearing in this scene. Tell me what you guys think about this, but I think this glove is in reference to the Infinity Gauntlet from the Marvel Universe. And then we see Johnny making a very cool landing with the lagoon monster defeated. And I actually put this monster to reference with the monster experiment from season 4's episode Johnny's New Baby Sisters. And when I compared them, I believe the only similarity was the skin color. But wait, is that a new restaurant we've never seen before? Why, yes it is. This is a new pizzeria called Hot Bobby's Pizza. However, the only pizzeria we can reference to is from season 6's episode Johnny's Hungry Games. And in the next scene we have Johnny and Dookie again, but this time they're in an environment that I can't really make out, only on account of the demo reel being a little blurry, but nonetheless it looks like an alleyway to me. Regardless, in this scene the two are frightened and Johnny jumps into Dookie's arms, much like in Johnny Get Your Gum. And I might be crazy, but I think I see a shadowy figure of a man if I'm not mistaken. Comment below if you see it too. So is it possible that Johnny and Dookie may get mugged or something? Also, I forgot to mention, in this scene, I realized that Smash Bits is using the Season 1 animation technique. Just take a look at this frame and some frames from Season 1. Seem familiar? Up next is our official first look at Susan and Mary. Unfortunately, the angle is solely from behind. I did, however, want to see if Susan and Mary's models changed in any way. But judging from Johnny and Dookie not changing at all, it's safe to assume that the girls didn't change either. My only criticisms would be their heads look a little too wide in the shot, and Mary's glasses need to be curved more upwards. Anyways, the experiment being conducted has something to do with a water jetpack and toilet plungers. Yeah, I don't judge. The next scene, I've actually seen from a YouTube comment from a fan. They've suggested an idea for an episode, being Make Your Own Johnny Cena as the title, and I think they actually done it. Man, it's good to know that WildBrain is actively listening to us, Johnny Test fans. Well, until Kappa came in. And next up is two extremely short clips. One is Johnny giving a thumbs up with that infinity glove on, and the next one, Johnny presumably being converted into a cyborg. At first glance, I thought this was a return of Deep Sea Johnny. But no, if you actually look closely, you will notice cybernetic features on the side of his head, his hair becoming more solid and metallic, and his ear looking all robotic too. The ear and the skin color is what gave me the Deep Sea Johnny indication. The next scene is most likely in sequence with the scene where Johnny jumped into Dookie's arms. In this clip, we see that Dookie has let go of Johnny, and in dilatory, Johnny comedically falls to the ground. I guess the spooky shadow man went away. Oh, and by the way, if you look to the left, you can see the bottom of a ladder, which would indicate them being in an alleyway. And finally guys, now for the last scene. Remember Reptoslicer? Well, guess what species is returning? So it seems that Dookie is holding a green Reptoslicer. And the only green Reptoslicer in the lore is female. However, there can be a whole gender theory for this. The female Reptoslicer has red eyes, just like this one. However, this one has horns, and this one does not. But yeah, that is another theory we can discuss. And to end it off, Reptoslicer bites Dookie's face. In total honesty, and this is not coming from me being the biggest fan of Johnny Test, I sincerely think this has a lot of potential. I think the animation is great and not much has changed, which is freaking awesome. The only thing though is I highly recommend having the old voice actors back. I'm sorry, I just could never imagine these characters without their original voice artists. But besides from that, hey Smashbits or WildBrain, if you're watching and need any help or ideas, or if you have any more information you'd like to release to the public, yeah, email me. Our community would love to help out and pitch in any way we can. So yeah, that was my analysis. Thanks for watching, guys. Please tell me in the comments section below if you disagree with any of my points, and if there's anything you think I've missed. And otherwise, if you've enjoyed, why not leave a like and subscribe for more content on New Johnny Test. And with all that been said, I hope to see you guys in my next video. Stay fresh.